the good, home of the good brothers. Brothers.
Because you have all the topics.
Yeah, sure.
We're going.
All
We're
right.
going.
Okay.
It's on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Good Brothers podcast. We are the three brothers, the only three brothers of the best video game podcast out there. We go live every week. We're running a little bit late. Zach wanted to watch some baseball, but that's okay. He's the baseball fan. We gave him shit last week, but we all know this. If you've been watching us, you know he's the baseball guy. Baseball stuff, right?
Oh, that's
It was
what he was
sports.
talking about with the shirt.
Yeah, remember? If you watched last week, you'd know.
Now it makes
If you were
sense.
in the inner circle, you would know what the F we're talking about. We'll get to that. We'll give Zach a baseball minute later or something and see how that. Well, you know how we do that. We did that last year. We give him a minute. We give him a minute.
1 minute, dude. That's it. Talk
Rapid
about
fire.
baseball.
But we go live every week. We if you're watching now, you're watching it live. But if you're not, you're watching it on YouTube. We're listening to on Spotify or podcast services around the globe in the world. Everyone can listen. And make sure to subscribe, download it, like it, share it, do all that stuff. You know, we're a family-owned operation. You know what I mean? We're a family-owned.
Really are. Like to the
family-owned-
most truest extent.
We're a family-owned business. And you know what?
I'm a little
Family-owned
hoarse,
businesses need
too.
support. What? Say that again. You're a horse?
By the way. Yeah, my voice is like,
Oh yeah. What's
Didn't
going
drop.
on?
I'm not all the way sure. I think I'm not kidding. I think I did too much Macho Man Randy Savage impersonating last weekend, and it really wrecked my voice.
Where?
You broke your
what?
vocal cords.
When did that go down? Were you playing Call of Duty and doing Macho Man character all night? I fucking knew it, dude. I fucking knew it. Don't. No, dude.
Man Randy Savage.
And that was the last we heard of Zach. That was it. That's all he had
Voice is
left.
gone.
That was about it. That's all that's left in the tank there.
We got some exciting stuff, though, everybody. We are going to go, first off, we're going to go over our weekly poll that we kind of started. If you don't know what that is, we raise a question to the audience that has something to do with the episode. And
Weekly
then,
poll.
again, if you're in the inner circle, you go find our community page and you could answer the question there. And then within this episode, we'll talk about something that we will raise a new question to, and you'll answer, and we'll talk about it next week. That's our one way of engaging with the audience, the small audience we got. So go ahead and engage that way, and it's because it's fun. It's just fun getting stats and polls. You know what I mean? We
Polls
like
are fun.
One of
stats.
my favorite things. It's one of my favorite things.
We're gonna
Love
go over.
polls.
We're going over RE4 impressions. We're going to be going over the Tears of the Kingdom gameplay reveal that happened this week. We're going to be talking about E3. Those are
E3.
and those are basically our main topics. But that should be a little bit to chew on. That's kind of the week's worth of stuff right there. What do you guys think?
Oh, you know what I totally didn't think about at all?
No.
What?
The game show. I didn't get that ready at all.
No.
Week number 1, dude. Dead on Arrival. Well, you have to do it now. We'll wait.
No.
We'll just chill here. Just dead silence, 30 minutes. He's
Man,
like,
can't believe that.
wait, did you decide did you have any
You guys
ideas?
didn't remind me.
No,
What?
no.
You guys,
Our
guys
responsibility.
need to
No,
didn't remind me. Yeah.
I did it
Yeah,
every
I'm the
week.
youngest brother. That's how
Nah,
it works.
fuck
You just had
that,
to go
fuck
and
that.
fucking win the game, or else I would have done it. You should have let me win.
Jesse, would you have done movies or would you stick with games?
Games.
Zach,
What
are
would
you
guys-
going
would
to
you guys
movies?
like to do movies?
It's up
Or
to
is that
you,
too
man.
wide of a range?
I don't mind.
Movies? Would movies be tough? Would it be tougher? I mean, I feel like I could maybe.
There's a lot
I
of
don't know.
movies.
I'm pretty familiar with movies too.
Where would you have to
I mean,
go? I guess
stuck-
no, my
you
bad.
would go to
Metacritic. Yeah, Metacritic has
Metacritic.
movies as well. You're right. Yeah. They
You can do Metacritic still. I guess you can also do Rotten Tomatoes or something if you wanted.
Metacritic is the best though because they could put numbers on there and you could instantly go to the user and you could sort it and just go.
I think
"What?"
Metacritic too also has like just like top 100 movies of all time list, and you can just kind of go through that.
By the end of the gaming, I did start polling from there. I tried to not do that though, but yeah, you do it. Sometimes when you're like, what the fuck am I gonna?
I mean,
put?"
you might as
Yeah.
well. With movies, you almost kind of have to. I mean,
And if you don't, by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about and you're new to this podcast, we're talking about our weekly game show, That Game is Trash, where we pull user reviews from Metacritic the zeros for loved movies, maybe this time, but games, and read the fucking user reviews, and we have to guess the title based off that.
Are you gonna do movies, Zach?
I don't know. Let's do a poll vote.
Will that be? I have a better poll. I was thinking about a poll.
No,
already.
maybe we have to do 2 polls this week, and you have to do it real vague and just put movies or games.
I think you just have to decide, bro.
Okay, I'll decide.
That's a lot of pressure, dude. We just burned his brain out right now. So much pressure.
Dude,
Don't
don't explode.
Oh my god. He's exploding because the fucking Padres got their asses whooped. 1 minute, go.
Bro, the Padres got their asses whooped the opening night, bro.
In San Diego.
By the Rockies in San Diego, but it's okay because tonight we're down 2-0 in the 3rd inning.
Okay, so we got a game going right now.
Yeah.
And how's that going right now?
Yeah, we're down 2-0 in the 3rd inning.
Sorry. Oh wow. Okay, not good.
What
The
other
Rockies.
what team are they playing?
Rockies, Colorado Rockies.
Rockies.
And they are what, the second best team in the league, right?
No, they're not supposed to be good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not looking good. What's going on?
It'll be okay.
And that's
Long
60
season.
seconds. So now we're moving
Okay.
on.
What's your shirt, Dust?
We'll get it in. We'll get it next
Just,
week.
it's a fusion, huh? The
Oh,
matching.
that's cool.
It's a couple shirt. Got trunks over here.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
I see.
And you got
That's
goatings
cool.
over here. And then you make the goatings. I don't think we'd ever worn it together to get. Maybe to get like one. Maybe to get.
The only
maybe
one
I'm-
of those kind of things at like Disneyland.
I think we done it. I think we did it once. Got the photo, and then like it's I don't know.
it's like a Disneyland thing.
And to be fair, the for Erica's side, it's not a girl shirt, so I know she doesn't wear as many like fucking graphic tees, I guess, So
It's a double dude shirt, or is
I think I need to give it one. Maybe get it to one of you guys. Yeah.
Fusion, huh?
Yeah, man.
On all of our
All right.
trips, Marley and I, we always take a fusion picture. I have a lot of them.
Yeah, you got a few. You got a fuse. You got a fuse, man. Pokemon Ash had his last episode. What do you guys think? Did you guys know about this? You heard about this?
I knew about it. I heard
Yeah,
about it.
final
I just
episode.
don't. I haven't like
It's out.
stuck. I haven't kept
Yeah,
up necessarily with
Yeah, no
Pokemon.
one's judging.
He's
That's
just
like
going
1,000
back.
episodes.
He's going back. They're bringing out a lot of his older Pokemon through every generation, giving you a little bit of time with them. But yeah, I think he's like, I think he becomes like champion, like Pokemon.
He
What
did,
is
he
it
did.
called? Master. He's a
That-
Pokemon master.
That happened months ago, though. Now, yeah. So it's been just kind of wrapping up to this. Like, well, Ash is he's gone. He's the best to
Mhm.
be the best.
He did it.
He has to be the very best, like no one ever was.
But did he catch them all? I don't think so.
Probably not. There's like a million Pokies
There's a million
Pokemongs.
Pokies.
at least. Shall we get into the poll here?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well,
I would love to hear
I
what you
think
have
I've-
for your poll.
I think it's your poll, basically, the one you came up with last week. But we,
Get into our poll ratings. I thought
Ratings.
we have a new
So-
poll as well, though.
So we'll start with results, and we'll end the show with new poll. So if you watch through, you're a true watcher and listener. You know what's up. That's how we.
Aw, look at
That's
my-
our
The cat's gonna
engagement.
destroy something right now.
and 3.
That's gonna destroy something right now.
Everyone, all the audio
Hey.
listeners, we got Black Kitty hanging from a table onto a shelf, full
Knock that
fucking
whole plant over.
full on Sylvester Stallone cliffhanger back there. All right, the poll. Yeah. The poll was with games like RE4 Remake, Tears of the Kingdom, Starfield, Final Fantasy 16, and more. Will 2023 be
Oh,
the best?
That's a
Will it
good
be
one,
the-
huh?
Will it be the best year in gaming? Jesse's blurry, not part of the
Jesse's-
poll.
he's
coming out.
blurring?
He's blurring. Or he's back. So that was the question. 2023 best year in gaming. We talked about it last week.
What do we
The
got?
true fans already know this. And so we got 55 votes. Oh, by the way, the answers were obviously yes and no. But I also put a option for I named the best year in the comments and why.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So
Because we were
got-
saying what 2007, and then the other option was
we talked about 2013.
2013,
Yeah,
I think.
we threw some years out, yeah. So 55 votes. Yes, 55%.
Wow, we're in for a good
Mhm.
one.
No,
Really?
no, 36%, and 9% have some answers in the comments. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I love
Okay.
it.
We got Bipster 2019. It had Disco Elysium, Outer Wilds, Control, RE2 Remake, Star Wars Fallen Order, and much more. That year, having the two best indie games. Scratch that, actually, two of the best video games ever made. 2019 is the best year in gaming.
I could
So,
see
yeah.
his point. There was a pretty strong year.
So after a little research on that year, yeah. So like the ones he named up there were like the big, AAA games, but that was a heavy indie year. And indie games have been popping up from like 2017 and on. Indie has been, they're in the AA now. We talk about that. We talk about this all the time. Indie's getting beyond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I think indie bad stuff now, it's like the little $2 games that fucking get thrown on a Switch. That's indie.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, the Switch dumps, they're the fucking
dumps,
worst, dude.
Is so much.
I don't know how there's just no regulations on
There's
Nintendo
no moderation, no
America.
that's like me, like that's my new definition of indie. Everything in between is like AA, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I would agree.
So and then we got Alex, our homie Alex, aka Average Alien SD. And he says 2004, dude. Seemed like damn near everyone was hyped about a big release. We got Halo 2, GTA San Andreas, Ninja Gaiden, Doom 3, Half-Life 2, ESPN's NFL 2K5, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. It was crazy. World of Warcraft came out that year too.
Holy shit,
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
2003 was a big year.
Dude.
Wow.
Lot of
Good
exclamations.
points, Alex.
A lot of exclamation marks in here.
He's hyped.
Whoa.
Damn, fuck yeah, 2003, dude.
To the 2004.
I mean, sorry, 2004.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Just got out of high school that year.
It
So
was the end of the generation, so like all the big hitters were coming in,
that was kind of my era as well, of like finally like, okay, I'm done with high school. I'm ready to sit down and fucking start playing some games. Moved in with Pasadena with you guys. We played a lot of games for like that, that year or two we were living together. It was good. It was good times. But that's it. That was our poll. So yeah, we're gonna raise a new question at the end of the episode, and we'll see what happens. Let's just get.
You have a new question. I mean, you have the.
I got a new.
You said you had a juicy one, right? Something juicy.
Yeah, it's pretty juicy. It's a question that needs to be asked.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it has to do with what some of the stuff. So I want to raise questions based off of our topics. So it is based off of one of the topics. So get ready for some juice.
All right, I'm ready for it.
But like, yeah, right away, I just say kick it into what we've been playing. And I'm sure a majority of that is going to be Resident Evil 4. I know Zach has been playing. I don't know if Jesse jumped in. Have you jumped in, Jess?
I have not. No.
Okay, so me and Zach, I'm chapter 3. Zach, I saw was 10 hours deep. I checked yesterday just to see how much knowledge he was going to bring. You take it. You take it first, man.
Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to hear what I've been playing?
So,
let's start with Resident Evil 4. This is what the people are here for, Jess. Sorry,
all right,
man.
let's hear it.
Yeah, no one's interested in the bullshit that you're playing. People are interested in
after Jesse.
games.
After, no doubt.
Okay.
Anyways, Resident Evil 4. Okay, so going in, I was a little nervous.
I don't want to interrupt. I do want to tell him you did put the unboxing up too. So check that video out. Zach got
good
the
video.
intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, plug.
Collector's edition unboxing video posted on our YouTube channel.
Our first unboxing video.
Some pretty cool
First
shit in
unboxing
there
video.
too.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. Had a little problem getting the one of the force multipliers.
This is my favorite part of the whole video. It's so fucking funny.
Jamming the shotgun in there.
Just like I was like, dude, he's gonna break this right now. Like it really did not look like that's how you were supposed to do it.
No, you have to lift the arm out and like.
I believe that is how you have to do it. Though,
And yeah, I believe it now. Once
I'll
I
give a little
saw it.
presentation at the end of the episode of the figure. But anyways, Resident Evil 4, I was a little cautious going in because how do you remake a perfect game, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a weird concept, a little bit, remaking a perfect game.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how do you make it better than what's already what you would think is?
How do you make a 10 out of a 10 and 11?
Even more, but I mean, it has surpassed my expectations. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Like what a awesome game. you can see the replay value in it before you even finish beating it the first time.
Oh, elaborate a little bit on that. What do you mean?
Just with how the unlocks work, how the store work, how the
A lot of unlockables in that game. Yeah.
Dude, like mass amounts of unlockable. I was not expecting that. Again, I went in like full
Blind.
I didn't watch I didn't want to necessarily, but like
Yeah,
you can attach stuff to your case and there's different it is on another level of like customization and attachments and
so the
weapons.
the attaching to the casing is a new thing. Yeah, to give you the perks.
Yeah, all
right?
of that is new. All of that. Your case color, attaching it to your case gives you perks, all of those. So, and then the shooting range, it all comes from the shooting range.
Yeah, the merchant shooting range.
You used to just win like little figurine, nothing that actually mattered within the game necessarily. Like you would just win figurine for 100% completing the game in a way. But now it all plays in. You get the tokens, you go to the machine, you get unlockables, you get glasses for your character or whatever the case may be. So, man, what an awesome game. Yeah, I'm probably halfway through the castle.
Oh,
right
you're in
now.
the castle. Is the castle the longest part in RE4? Is it?
No,
Yeah,
the village is the longest part in RE4.
Just because
Village?
all the back and forth you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so I was playing yesterday, and like you get the small keys. It's taking me forever because my brain just wants to do everything. I'm looking in the fucking trees. I want to find everything. I want to be stacked with ammo, dude. And I'm backtracking to go open locked treasures.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this is gonna take me long. I'm always been a slow paced game,
And also, just
style.
real quick,
but I love that.
I wasn't sure if they were gonna put the merchant back, and they did, and it's even better than it ever was. He gives you challenges to complete. There's like a secondary store of like special items you buy from him with the I forget what they're called.
Those little
spinels.
spinels, yeah.
Yeah, so like what an awesome concept for the game. Yeah, I'm gonna play this game so much that it's not even funny.
Like that's where you get the yellow herbs, and that's where you get some of the yellow treasures to make your other treasure more.
Leon feels as just as badass as he ever did. Like he really does. The quips that he does, like
the classic.
You'll shoot someone in the head and then kick him and then go and stab him and then kill him, and he's like, huh. He just laughs. You're like, dude, what a badass.
You're probably gonna have a headache after that one.
Yeah.
Where are y'all going? Bingo.
Yeah,
like that's the class.
Like, I was hoping that they were keeping that line, so that a lot of that I'm looking forward to, and that's another cool part. Like the things that they kept in everything that they know the fans were looking for, and only added in spots that you wouldn't really.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I love how familiar it feels, like the original RE4,
It's
but then
so good.
and then one little thing will be
different
off,
though,
or something will
really,
be something will be extended,
super extended, or a little different, or you fight an enemy in a different location, but the enemy is still like it still feels as if
it kind of still has like the tank feeling, the tank controls feeling a little bit, but you can move the shoe. I'm not saying in a bad way though. That's part of like of keeping it like familiar to like what it was. But
and another cool part about it, and this was not the case with the original.
I miss the laser pointer though, Zach. I really do.
You can buy one.
Oh, okay. And then it brings it back to the old school. Okay, I need to buy that
little red dot
because I love that fucking laser pointer. I need to get that. I'm getting that next.
It's in the Spinel store or whatever.
Oh shit.
Anyways, another thing that's super awesome is it actually does, and this wasn't the case with the original 4, but it really does feel like a true sequel to Resident Evil 2.
Okay, yeah. How
like,
was this?
Like,
why was it
like
not
it's
the
connected.
case with the original? Okay.
Well, they pretty much do not talk about anything. There's one line in the beginning of Resident Evil 4 that's about like what had happened, and then that's it. This one at least like mentions it, like it seems like it's
they elaborate a little more.
The universe that they're building is a lot better, and there's like files and stuff that you'll pick up that will go into things that happened more so.
Yep.
And I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm pretty sure there's something that relates it back to Village too. I've been reading all the files. I haven't seen it yet,
cool.
But I know it's coming. Yeah.
That's really cool. Then they're going into the newer games now.
Mm-hmm.
That's very smart.
So
Yeah, I'm
that'll
only
be
at
exciting.
chapter 3, and I'm having a really good time with it. I'm gonna I'm gonna do a slow burn.
Real quick, Dustin, did you put it on standard or hardcore?
I put on standard, bro. Honestly, because I want to beat it.
What's the
I just want to
difference?
get through it.
Just hard and normal.
I mean, if I really love it, like you said, and it feels like there's a reason to go back, and then I can maybe do a new game plus and with souped up weapons, I might pump it up to hardcore and do it that way on the second run.
That's funny. I always do opposite.
You go down just so you can wreck everyone and get through it real quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you beat it, I bet when I'm assuming if it, because most Resident Evil games work the same. I'm assuming if you beat it on hardcore, you unlock like the nightmare
mode, yeah.
like really hardcore.
So it was weird in the demo. They had like randomly. I don't know if this is going to be on New Game Plus or what, but like randomly the chainsaw guy would be like extra. They called it. I think it might have. I think they might have called it nightmare. He went into nightmare mode, or I don't remember what the terminology was. But his mask was different. He had the more like Warshak fucking looking painted.
See, like look. I haven't even seen that kind of stuff yet. That's why I'm excited. There's so much new stuff. What an awesome game.
It's really good. I need to play a lot more of it though. I've even like hit a boss, to be honest. I'm like, I feel like I'm at the end of chapter 3, maybe.
You haven't even fought the lake boss yet? Like
I'm getting to the lake right now. I'm about like right behind it. Like I'm gonna hit that probably tonight.
How was the AI of the president's daughter?
Oh, I didn't even mention that. It's so much fucking better. Thank you. They fixed it. You don't have to take care of her all the fucking time anymore.
Really? Can you still make her stop and hide or whatever though?
Yes, but you almost don't even need to. She doesn't fuck around anymore, and she doesn't have her own health or anything. You don't have to give her health. None of that. They took it all out.
Does she get knocked down or anything like that though?
She gets knocked down, and she will still try to be taken away. So I just passed what I had always said was the hardest part in Resident Evil 4. I just did it last night. And it's where you have Ashley and you're in a huge room in the fucking castle and there's like this water and you have to raise these fucking things up and protect her from all the Kohalo guys and
yes, a lot of stop and go.
Mm-hmm. I literally that was the last thing I did. I just did that last night.
Did it stay difficult as you remember?
Yeah, it was fucking terrible. Mm-hmm.
So how close would you say you are to beating it? Where is
maybe 30%?
Oh wow, because you're like 10 plus hours already in that thing. You're really absorbing it all in then, because like I was reading it takes like 14, 16 hours to beat it. So you're like,
I'm not sure because the village seemed a lot longer than it was in the original. So unless they shorten the castle and island, I feel like the island is going to be super short in this game. But I'm not sure.
You know the classic,
I have to see how it plays out.
You know the classic like where all the bridges are right after the main part of the village and then you're just like fighting like people all on the roofs and everything. Just one little cool thing they've been doing on this game is just adding like that wind effect. You know, the wind is blowing by. Like graphically, dude, the fucking RE engine is amazing.
It's a great looking game
with that thing, dude.
I've been reading a lot of people saying that it's the best looking game on PS5.
It looks awesome.
It's so good looking, dude. Even on resolution mode, the frame rate is not terrible, but frame rate is always going to be king. But
what have you guys been playing in?
I haven't turned it on resolution mode yet.
I've been playing in frame rate mode, but I'm just saying like it's not too big of a. It's like a pretty steady. I think it's 30, maybe 40, but it's steady. It doesn't feel it's dropping in and out and like chunking around. But I mean, I don't even think the frame rate mode feels like 60 frames either, though. It feels, I don't know. It feels great, obviously, but
probably
I don't know.
Faster.
I can't really tell what's going on there. I'm not big on the tech side of things. What, dude? Maybe this should be the fucking poll actually, but. What's the next remake for Capcom for Resident Evil?
Dino Crisis.
So you think stop REs for a while and maybe do Dino?
I think it'd be really smart to do Dino Crisis Part 1 remake.
And then stay on that franchise for a little bit?
No, just Part 1. And then
What about-
do
wasn't Onimusha kind of like a RE style game as well? Would they
Never
go
played
that
it.
route?
Not all the way sure on that one,
I feel
bro.
like that moved like had that old school tank control kind of style.
I never
What ab-
see people talk about it, but I would think Zero would be a good remake.
That'd be cool.
Zero. What about go
I've always
back
liked
to
Zero.
Zero,
What
but the
about-
whole
what-
dual player thing is really hard. I don't know.
People like that. It was a good. It's a good concept for the game, though. That's like a whole part of the game. You know, you solve puzzles that way.
It
and
does add
it's
to
a-
it.
Code
pretty-
Veronica?
Too small, too short.
Not that fun either.
Hey, but they did that for RE3, but then again, people were pissed that the game was too small and too short as well.
Gold Veronica is
Dude,
even
they
shorter.
took stuff out of RE3.
Yeah, weird.
For the
So
remake.
weird. That was already
That was
such a small game.
Yeah,
did-
it was kind
yeah.
of a weird one.
That was a bad call. Dude, Dino Crisis though, remake, that would be fucking awesome.
That's what they should. I don't know if they would invest the money in it just because I don't know how popular the IP is with the newer.
Just with how hot
Generation.
Capcom is, they wouldn't have to hype the game. They have to hype that it's made in RE, and they would have to make it look like a Resident Evil game, but it's called Dino Crisis.
You'd have to know, yeah, the people who've been remaking these RE games are doing this.
Are
It's an-
making this new one, and it's like, it's like Resident Evil. Yeah,
The
What else?
hardcore will already be in. It's about getting people who never played Dino Crisis to also jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Over.
That's the hard part.
Maybe that's the poll. What game
But
does
really,
Capcom remake next?
What would be the coolest one is Resident Evil 5, especially if they kept it with.
Dude, people
Co-op.
hate on RE5. I thought it was a fun game.
It's the highest selling Resident Evil game ever.
RE6 is garbage. RE5 is fun.
RE5 is really
No,
fun,
RE5
especially
RE5
co-op,
is
dude.
fun as shish.
Make the
It's like one
co-op
of the
better.
funnest games.
Make the co-op better. I don't know. Maybe even just do only online co-op. I don't know. Because they did that weird
They have
split
to have
screen.
the co-op. Dave was saying that he thinks that he would, if they remade 5, they might put it into 2 separate stories and have Chris' story and Sheva's story and not make it co-op.
I don't know if that would be as cool.
But they're together all the time.
I know. I said you have to do co-op, dude. It would be awesome.
it would be
half of
really,
the-
really cool.
Half of the gameplay is like pushing each other up on rooftops to go find things, and yeah, that I don't
And you
know.
just have to refine some of like the super Chris boulder smashing stuff, and it can be an awesome game.
That part's sick. Where you just punch boulders and break them.
Can't have it.
Oh, dude.
What they take out the car chases where you're just shooting people on turrets and stuff, and it just goes for like.
Those parts
30
No,
are
I
minutes.
fun
think keep
too.
all that, bro.
I like.
would
I mean,
think
I like
keep
it
all that.
all.
Yeah, that'd be
I
a
would
good
think keep
remake.
that stuff.
You guys will stop.
But yeah, if we're talking about most fun, probably RE5. If we're talking about what would be the coolest, Dino Crisis.
Yeah. What about Resident Evil 1? Go back and do it again with the new remake style.
Too
They've done it
small
so
of a
many
map?
times
It's
at
too
this
small of a
point, and
map.
it's tiny,
Well,
tinier than you would think, bro.
I know, but like think about expanding on it like they kind of have been with these remakes. Open it up a little bit. Show us something new.
Yeah,
I
there's
know
like
that-
4 versions of Resident
I
Evil
know.
1 already.
They kind of fucked up. It's so weird that they called that one like right before RE2 remake, RE1 remake, but it doesn't fit the style that has been happening in these new remakes. You know what I mean? It didn't.
Say it again. Which one?
Yeah, which
So
one?
RE1 before they did RE2 remake, they just recently put an RE1 remake out, right?
No.
There was
The only
Was it
RE1
maybe
remake that
HD?
they ever did was
Talking
on
about like the
GameCube.
HD ones where they did Zero and Resident Evil and put them out on PS4 or whatever.
is that just HD remake? Was that all that was?
Nah, that's not the new. That's just the GameCube version of Resident Evil, which
But-
is like that's like the version of the original Resident Evil.
I guess I'm just trying to wonder why they started with RE2 then. I guess maybe I
'Cause
guess
they already
they're
did
doing-
RE1.
fucking best because it's the best one, dog.
Mm.
Leon?
It's all about Leon. If that's
And
the
then they
case,
do 4.
all right. So we take Resident Evil 6 and we only put the Leon part.
And really make it a full game.
Just
Take
make
out
a
Shiva
full game.
completely or Sheva? Sheva!
No, it's
no,
it's like
Resident
Chris
Evil
West.
6.
Oh, 6.
Res-
I don't know. I'm not familiar
It's-
with that one.
It's Chris and Wesker's son.
It
turned
turned
on-
out he has like an infected, powerful magic arm. So Jess,
I turned on
Leon-
RE6. It started me on I think a boat with a machine gun, and you're just blasting people. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I never got past that like first
Check this
screen.
out though, Jess. Leon's part is the only part in the game that is kind of more classic Resident Evil, a little bit.
Yeah.
So like because you bounce back and forth, you could do any of the stories. His is like the one that's like, okay, Leon's side is pretty dope, and he looks sick as fucking as Leon. But yeah, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do that though. That's
not a
it's a total
chance.
fucking joke, to be honest. But all right, that's Resident Evil 4. Everyone, it's out now. Go buy it, and and when you buy it, when you get to the GameStop or wherever you're buying it. People go to GameStop. I don't know. Tell them that the Good Brothers sent you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got my collector's edition from GameStop. They were only selling it at GameStop. They got that locked down somehow.
Well, we did report last week that GameStop has had their like best
first profit, dude.
Yeah, so people are going back to GameStop again. Jesse, what have you been playing?
I've still been playing Wulong, but then I decided that I'm not gonna play it anymore.
Okay, here we go. He had a hiccup.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
They're introducing game mechanic after game mechanic after fucking game mechanic. The fucking leveling system is so hard to keep track of. I just got over it, dude. The gameplay is fun, but everything surrounding the gameplay is bullshit. To me, personally. It's just way too much. It's like learning a whole new fucking language. I'm like, I'm not going to do it, dude. So I literally was playing it last night, and then I decided, I turned it off and uninstalled it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Damn, dude.
I don't know. You know how it gets. Like, when it's just like, after like the 7th or 8th game mechanic where I have to have a button combination, I was like, this is not for me, dude. It's way too much.
It's one of those games like if you take one day off and jump back in, you're gonna forget everything and have to remember and this and that.
And the leveling system, like where you put your points and stuff, is for me, I don't want to have to watch 1,000 fucking YouTube videos to play this game. Get off the table. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with. The gameplay is fun, but. And I did beat like a couple more bosses. I probably put like, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, but they're still introducing stuff.
After 8 hours?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done with this. So that's what I was playing. It was fun while it lasted. And I probably won't turn it on again.
Maybe they just pumped them out too quick. It's like, give me like 4 hours of one mechanic, let me learn it, and then show me one.
Yeah, and then you could there's just a lot. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, if a text is coming up and like, no, you need to learn this, and no, you need to learn this. Oh,
like think of that. You hold R2, and then every button on your controller does something different. You hold R1, and then every button on your controller does something different. You hold L2, every button, like it's just so much, and none of them seem. I don't know. It's fucking a lot. And then they're like talking about because you get these sorcery magic powers, and they're like, and then there's a whole system of super effective and not effective, and this and that. And we're just like, fuck this, dude.
Damn, that sounds heavy.
It was a lie. I don't know. I just don't have. Maybe if I was home for a month straight or something, I could do it. But I just don't have time to learn that shit right now.
Like a kid on summer break.
Yeah,
destroy that game.
And it's fun. The parry system is really fun. Like it's cool and it incentivizes you to do parries, and even the gauge meters are really it's very, very confusing game mechanics.
Jess, I agree. Being an adult is hard, and picking your games, the older you get, it starts getting very picky and choosy. What you could invest your little bit of time and energy into, and then like
it just started to feel like another Souls-like that's just doing too much.
Yeah, those have been a popular thing recently, unfortunately.
I wonder what life of Pi is going to be like. I wonder if they're going to be a little more subdued with the mechanics and just have a fun Souls-like game where you happen to be a weird Pinocchio.
I have no idea.
Forever, you guys remember that? You guys remember that game's a thing? The Pinocchio game.
I kind of do.
I've always said I still think one of the best games that could be made into a Souls-like is Castlevania, man.
Dude, yes. FromSoft has to make the Castlevania game. Konami, get the fuck on it.
That would be cool if it's From Software that helps make it, because they know how to just their game mechanics are they're very extensive, but it's like a simplified version. Like I don't know.
Konami ain't doing shit with their fucking IP, bro. I mean,
cool.
They've been pimping their shit out to everyone, anyways. Like just recently, like I was talking about Castlevania DLC and Dead Cells. Publish a game. let FromSoft develop it. I feel like they'd be fucking ecstatic to do that shit.
Also with Wulong, it's a
Dude.
level-based game. Like you beat levels and you have to go back and you could
Ah.
backtrack and
Oh,
stuff.
for real?
But some of the levels last like 4 bosses and you get through. It's very confusing. The whole world part of it is like, or the progression part is very confusing too.
So wait, you could beat levels, but you could backtrack.
You
So
could go back to them too, yeah. Mm-hmm. But they're like streamlined levels, like one area, and then
Yeah,
you go into like a world map, like super fucking Mario Brothers, and it's so weird. I don't know.
Huh.
So it makes it really
Well-
hard to farm for like souls and stuff, you know. And I can hardly even tell like what I'm supposed. It's hard to see like.
It's like
What-
cryptic as hell.
It's very cryptic, and like I said, I'm just not willing to put on a YouTube video and watch a fucking 1 hour explanation of breaking down everything. It's too much.
It seems like one of those games you got to fully invest in and watch videos and see what other people are doing and what is the best
And the
fucking
world,
weapon set.
the world just is not cool enough for me to put my time into it.
It's no Elden Ring.
Even
huh?
when like cutscenes come up, I'm just like, I have no fucking idea what's happening. Like, why is this character here? Why is this? It's so hard to keep up with.
feudal Japan thing going on in that game, or what's
A little bit, yeah. Also, the voice acting is kind of bad. It's like, you know when like you get that brute character in an anime and they always talk like this. Like it's a guy that looks like me that's 160 pounds that does not have a deep voice, but then they talk like this because I'm the guy in the anime. It's just like, this is the word. I fucking hate that
It
shit,
It
dude.
sounds a lot like one of the guys from the Power 100, bro. Oh, I've been a bodybuilder for 15 years.
That's how every character in the game sounds like. That it's like a skinny
so
white
cool.
guy trying to be like an
A
aggressive
bad guy.
Yeah. I can't. I hate that. Like
Yeah, it's anime bad guy,
I
bro.
fucking hate it. That's why a lot of times where I don't watch animes too is because like, can't they just get somebody that actually has a fucking cool voice instead of somebody just going up to the microphone and
No.
now I'm a bad guy?
Demon
Fucking
Slayer.
dumb, dude.
Demon Slayer has great voice acting. Some do, but
Demon Slayer is
99%.
okay.
99% have funny, like over the top.
Demon Slayer
Cartoon.
probably still does have that voice on someone.
It hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure it will.
It sounds like all these characters are voiced by the same guy, and they just get him like, "Hey, we need you in this new show. We need this you in this new game." No, I'm at the microphone. I'm like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. He goes up to the developer or the publisher of the fucking. He's like, so you needed me to do bad guys voice? So yeah, I could do it. Hey, what the fuck? Like, dude, what the fuck?
But I guess I could have turned it into like, you know, put it in the native language, Japanese. I'm guessing, and maybe it would be more interesting. But well,
I do that on games sometimes just to like not get distracted because I just want to read the text quicker. And I don't want to have, because you know when you're listening to someone, you kind of read with them.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes I'll put Japanese voice just to be like, I'm just gonna read this clip.
But that's not what's like breaking the game. That was just a little thing that bothered me too.
Yeah. What?
The game plays well. It's made well. It reacts well to your hits and everything, you know. But I don't know, just not for me at this point.
And that's all right, dude.
Dabbled
not
into
every
it.
game has to be for everybody. Fuck
Mhm.
it. I jump out of games all the time. Thank God it was on Game Pass, and you didn't have to pay a goddamn extra.
Yeah, it's
cent
on
for it
Game Pass. I
outside
just
of-
jumped
yeah.
in.
All right, well
Yeah,
that's
totally
all.
worth it, especially at that point. Yeah.
So to semi segue into our next topic here, I also just jumped into Breath of the Wild after the video, just to like feel it out again, and just remember that Hyrule is very soothing and nice to just cruise around in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now we've seen a 10-minute video,
Dude, it's that color palette, man. It's just so like
and the
calming.
music and the calm music, and like when you get into
The guy's voice is just nice.
Yeah, when you get into enemy encounters, it's just the sound effects going with it. Smooth, fun game. Tears of the Kingdom recently just put out on, I think, was it Tuesday? Put out a 10-minute gameplay video. No story stuff. Again, we don't know if there's dungeons for one, and that's what everyone wants. We want dedicated dungeons. They didn't show any story stuff, but what they did show is a few brand new mechanics. Because for the most part, it looks like Breath of the Wild. Like graphically, it doesn't look really upgraded. It just looks like a true blue fucking sequel. But they basically said this time we've been watching everything everyone's been doing in Breath of the Wild, all the crazy videos where people are freezing this and hitting this thing and then getting launched across the sky to kill, like finding really crazy ways to do shit.
I
Like,
was not aware of that. I didn't know that people were like kind of
Oh,
not
dude.
breaking the game, but like manipulating it.
And now, yeah, 100%, dude. Every like week, I feel like there's a new Breath of the Wild video where someone did something new or crazy or inventive, and now they basically turned it into a full blown fucking toy box in this new one where you can glue shit together.
Dude, it looks
Yeah,
really
it's on
cool.
another level.
Mhm.
It's pretty crazy.
He also
So,
has
yeah, we're-
longer
like, for
hair
reals.
and
He looks-
he lost his master sword somehow.
And you got the punished arm all burnt out now, whatever. So we don't know. I mean, we don't know much about story. The first trailer was the underground thing where, he found that Ganon looking corpse and it like
Mhm.
creeped on him and he's with Zelda. The second trailer was like brief snippets of gameplay, but this one full blown. Let's just go through the new mechanics. You got from like worst to best. You got the rewind time. So he's playing the game and he says, "Look, there's a rock falling. You could go to that rock." He jumps on it and tells you can now reverse time on certain items to like get up into the islands. So, but yeah, by the way, a bunch of islands in the sky. That's
Yes.
that's fucking dope. I'd imagine.
Yeah,
you
Dust,
could-
real quick. Sorry.
Ah,
Do you have any thought on when this game takes place? Has
Well-
it said that?
dude, like in the timeline of Zelda
Yeah.
lore.
Like, why doesn't Link have his Master Sword, or like, is it really after Breath of the Wild?
Why doesn't
or-
why doesn't he have the Master Sword? Why doesn't he have the Sheikah Slate? I don't know. I think they're gonna
Like,
pull
what's-
some. I think they're gonna pull that classic Nintendo stuff. Every Metroid game does it. You have all your powers in the beginning. Some shit goes down, and they all break or get taken from you, and you're starting fresh. Something new happens. I think something like that.
They've
will
never
happen,
they've
dude.
never done that in a Zelda game before.
They haven't. They haven't. I don't know. It could be alternate reality. Dude, Zelda does weird shit. The games are all over the place. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anyone talk. Like, I don't think anyone has any answers on that, honestly.
Got it.
I know that those yellow trees are really yellow and they look pretty.
And
They
timeline's
do.
confusing, but Skyward Sword technically is
Similar because the
zero
islands,
in the timeline, right? First
That's
That's the
full-
instance.
beginningest, I think. I believe so.
it's fully
believe
on
you're
its
right.
own. This is also the first. I think the first sequel and where you're like playing in the same
World?
map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same map.
I don't think any Zelda has done that before. I mean, Ocarina of Time, you got Majora's Mask, which is similar themes, but it is not the same though, right?
I don't think it is. No, I think you are in Hyrule in Majora's Mask. It's just like a
But this is like
shittier version.
I've been watching videos and people have been like linking exactly where on the map from Breath of the Wild Link is on the Tears of the Kingdom footage.
The
I
only
know, I saw that.
instance of that I could think of, which wouldn't be a sequel, but Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
And also I heard Link to the Past is the same, or what's the fucking one where the 3DS one is where he turns into paper and goes on the walls. I didn't play it, but and I don't remember what it's called right now. But that is basically a remake of Link to the Past, kinda, or something. The paper fucking one, it's really good. I've heard it's real good. I've never
Link
played
in
it.
the paper.
Link in the paper.
You know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name right now either.
It's all good. But dude, yeah, like that gluing ability is gonna be like people are gonna fuck around with that and has come up with so much cool shit. I can't even the possibilities do feel endless in this one.
Wonder if
Right?
with the weapons, if it's just two items that could be crafted together, or you could use multiple.
Yeah.
Because I think in this trailer it shows him attach something to his bow, and then he tries to attach something else, and it replaces it. So I think it's just a combination of two items for weapons.
For weapons, it may be, yeah. I guess if you take a sword, I wonder if you take a sword and then like catch it on fire and then add something to it, will it be like a new element? That could be a way to triple it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like how you use the eyeballs and the wings.
I love
and
that.
stuff.
I
yeah.
love how he uses the monster eyeball to make it a homing
Mhm.
rocket, essentially. Or he gets the long stick to make or puts two sticks together and then a knife.
And it's like a
sword on the end of
pitchfork.
it. It's like the longest fucking Final Fantasy
And he,
VII.
he straps it to his back.
Yeah, it's like he's like lifted by it. It's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Or what do we got here? The mushrooms on the shield make
Yeah.
it a smoke bomb. There's gonna be so much fucking cool stuff to explore in this
It's
game, bro.
definitely giving you like any way you want to play vibes, which is always fun in any game. Play it
Yeah,
the way you
'cause
want.
the producer did say, like, by the way, you could do like there's a lot of this to fucking
Mhm.
figure out. And they don't because typical Nintendo, and they're really good at not spoiling. They're like, here's the idea, go have fun with it. You know what I mean? And that's
Mhm.
how Breath of the Wild was. Like they'll give you the powers basically in the beginning of the game. You know, the first 5 little like whatever what were they? The shike, not the fucking shiken or the runes. But anyways, you get the first 5 powers, and it's like then you jump off, and now you're in the game with all the powers of the game.
I'm also
Essentially,
curious to how like equipping your specials are, because if you notice up in the top left corner, it has the different symbols. This one attaches your weapons when you press L, and then once you get over to like the crafting of the like objects to make stuff, it has a weird like hand symbol. And then even later when you do that third mechanic that's new, which is like the rise, it has another
yeah,
thing. Like I wonder if these are unlockable, things you have to collect, or you just kind of start out with them.
yeah, dude. I don't know. I have no idea. I
Yeah,
Could
like
you
how
only have
far
one
can you
equipped
take
at a
it? I mean,
time?
you can take that all that stuff pretty far in the first game, and you can't even you weren't even necessarily supposed to do it. So I'm assuming it's gonna be on like another level, especially with just what people are gonna figure out
this is
of what
Zelda,
you end
yeah,
up
making.
like. This is the creators seeing what people did, or like, oh, people were doing whatever the fuck they wanted, and they're like, let's really let them do
Add to
whatever
that,
the
hell
fuck they
yeah.
want.
Like right
Like
here, he
they
glued
played
3
into
logs
that.
together to make
Yeah, they played into that a lot more than I would think. I did not think that that would be the case necessarily, but they obviously played into that pretty hard.
And now I don't know why there's just a turbine fan on the ground, but hey, who cares? Monster parts, maybe someone dropped it. It doesn't.
Yeah, one of the ancient monsters, right?
Yeah,
Kill one.
pieces of the ancient things, the ancient beasts or whatever.
Dude, you could make a helicopter in this game, and we've seen that in one of the trailers where he had like a fucking hovercraft, and
Even
now we
with
know.
the steering wheel and everything.
And now we know that someone made that hovercraft, and we can make it differently, like or make it look the way we want. Add leaves to it. I'm sure you could decorate shit in a funny way if you want, and make your own cool
Mm-hmm.
little device. Oh, dude, what about the mount, your horse? I wonder if there's gonna be a thing like that that you could do with the horse. Can you
True.
glue shit to the horse?
Could
Unless
you
you don't,
move the
maybe you
horse with
don't.
the ultra hand? You can just
Yeah.
Do you get a horse in this one even?
Yeah, do
They
you even
show
get a horse?
they show him riding a horse at a point.
You got to ride a horse if you're Link, right? At this
100.
point.
You have to. Look at this thing. Yeah, fucking
Yeah, he talks about it.
lawnmower.
He's like, yeah, these vehicles were not in the game. Some you have to make them. Come up with it yourself. See what you could
Yeah.
do.
I wonder if at some point, like in the story, because so like they really embrace the whole Minecrafty, because Minecraft was the same way, back in the day. Like figure it out, put shit together.
Especially in
Oh,
those first iterations of Minecraft, before they even had like the
Mm-hmm.
crafting menu. You just had to throw stuff in on.
You really had
wait, Jess,
to
did you see that?
craft.
Sorry, it just fucking brought a question up. But like, dude, he's lifting the thing up and it had a power level on it. Because I was kind of thinking, like, if you could just float around the map, that might be kind of not lame, but
I see power levels on stuff.
yeah. So you're probably gonna have to boost up your powers, and that's gonna be how you could
Are
eventually
you talking
make
about
these
this
things.
battery thing?
Look, yeah, look. So like, as the fans are gonna drop, it looked like.
I don't know if you could boost the fans. I think that's just the preset power of each fan.
There's probably like good fans and shitty
Yeah,
fans.
that's
That
what
would
I
be
would
my
think.
guess.
Even now
So I
that
was
he's
gonna
in the
say-
ascend mode, like in the top
Oh, the
left
send, by the
corners.
way, that's another one. Yeah, go any ceiling that you're under, you can now fucking fish swim through it, and it goes into a cool animation. And
I'm just
It's-
wondering, are you
it's
gonna be able to just cycle through these L buttons? Because now you see the ascend button attached to L. Like how are you
so
gonna
that's
switch all
that's
the
gonna be the
power-ups?
because in the Breath of the Wild, you have to switch to Sheikah Slate power you're using as well.
How do you
So
do it in that game?
I think it's probably at one of the some but I don't remember.
You think it's just gonna be a button and you cycle through?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least typically it'll like freeze time though, so you're not like it's not like hurry up. Like if you're floating around, you want to move to something quick, you could maybe stop the time and get it changed out. I do
Mhm.
hope they change a couple buttons around, make things run a little bit smoother though. Like having what's the A button or B button be run and X be the jump. There's just a couple things I'm like, oh, this could be better. controller
I
layout.
don't know if
Or
they're gonna switch that kind of stuff at this point.
just because people will be too used to it already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's fun though.
Now, do you think
It looks good.
so? Based off the
Gross.
first trailer from them and us looked like a dungeon underground. Is there something they're not showing us where we could go underground and that might be the dungeon system of the game? What do you think? Or do you think
I have no idea.
or does it feel like that's just going to be the first cinematic of the game that shows
There's gonna
why
be a lot of hidden secrets in this game, bro.
it's going to be massive, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what the Zelda games are, dude.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It looks great and just more cementing of 2023 being a great fucking year for gaming.
It comes out soon, huh? Like the end of April, I thought.
And beginning of May.
May. Okay.
So we're a little over a
we
month
go.
away here.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Not
What are we talking about
bad
next?
at
Oh, it is
all.
bad.
E3 is officially canceled for this year.
D. Dead.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, so that company that does packs and all that, they're called Repop, I believe. They hired them to come like essentially save E3. And they apparently didn't get any of the publishers. Like it sounds like none of the publishers gave a fuck.
We all knew this was gonna happen. We talked
Yeah,
about it for the last like 2 years.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
reason for any of these people to go back to E3, especially with an entry like fee. You have to, they used to
Yeah, I
charge
can't
companies.
believe that.
A lot
No,
of
they
money
sure do.
actually,
Mhm.
like 50 grand plus for like a small booth. By the way,
Mhm.
I've heard people
Yeah.
talk about small booth is like a lot. So like you got to imagine the big publishers having to get a big section of the whole hall. And
Why would you ever do anything like that with how the internet and streaming
I was
works
gonna
today?
say the gaming community and technology has just evolved past E3.
I think we're going to hear more journalists complaining about this than anyone because they were the ones who got all the private demos but like as a consumer and watcher, I mean, it's kind of sucks. It was nice to have everything compact in that one little block of time. We talk about it all the time, but like, I totally fucking get it, dude.
Yeah, and you just watch the trailers on YouTube, man.
It's just a different time.
That's how it is now.
E3 is the thing of the past, like literally, yeah.
It's okay. The Good Brothers are gonna compile all the best content for you.
Yeah, subscribe.
I mean, that is a good point, though. Like,
No, yeah,
people are doing
YouTubers.
it for you.
Yep.
You watch, you go to your favorite person who you want to hear what their impressions about it, even
You
if it's just
go to your favorite brothers and
Mhm.
I do like hearing people who had hands-on time a little bit, to hear more about it, the honest opinion, as opposed to what the publisher is showing us in a very well constructed.
That's true. Good point.
I do miss. It will be missed to have that kind of stuff, but I think there will be little bits of that. It just won't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, let's just go down what happened. They were gonna have it. It was gonna all be back and everything. COVID's over. Here, let's go.
Over.
The big three pull out: Sony, Nintendo, Xbox. Xbox actually says we're doing our own thing, like literally next door, like they have actually been anyways for the past few years. Ubisoft like a month ago was like, yeah, we're definitely gonna be at E3 if it happens. We reported on that as well. And just about a week ago, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna be there. Sega, Tencent canceled. So yeah, everyone publicly pulled out. E3's canceled, and I don't think it's gonna come back.
Me neither.
I wouldn't think that it would. That time slot's always going to be a thing, though. Like that week time slot.
Yeah,
I don't
Summer of
think will ever
Gaming
go
has
away.
now become a thing.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley is
He
the
murdered
man.
E3 single-handedly.
He was doing it as E3 was actually still kind of dying when they were still
doing it
happening.
better.
In the beginning, he was a slow trickle. He had a better show, but he didn't have all the games just yet. But now I feel like he's the guy that everyone goes to for the games.
Last year he had basically everything.
What if they hired Jeff Keighley?
He doesn't need them.
Not even worth it. Waste of time. Too stressful. He's doing his own thing. Yeah, because Jeff Keighley's Summer of Gaming will 100% come back, and I bet you he has a lot of fucking deals already lined up to get people to show stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Game Awards is the new, reveal center now. So, I don't know. I'm not really bummed out. It is what it is.
RAPE3. It's
And
okay. We were never fucking cool enough to get invited to that shit. It's not like it's for the consumers. Like that shit was so inclusive that even back in the day used to kind of piss me off. Like, oh, I'd love to go to that. Oh, you can't go.
Then when they tried to let people in, it just turned out to be a giant shit show, and it was still a thing where the journalists had private sessions and had the great time, and the consumers
and then they canceled that again.
And the consumers waited in 3-hour lines and maybe got to try a game for 10 minutes and then fucking bought expensive food. Like, it was a shit show. PlayStation Experience, on the other hand, was not. They did great, and I loved it every time I went. They made it fun. They had the collectible cards. They had cheap food. They had a lot of games on the floor, low lines, a nice app to go with it. Like, they did it right, but it was probably just so fucking expensive. That was like right when PS4 was starting. They were hyping up a new console. Like, I just think trade shows like that are kind of becoming a thing of the past in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Not the fair, though. The fair is fucking sick still.
Totally different. Totally different.
I never like a trade show.
It is, for farmers and stuff.
Jacuzzis.
Jacuzzis. $100,000 jacuzzis.
Mattresses.
Beef jerky. Yeah.
Beef jerky, mattresses, jacuzzis.
The Good Brothers do like a good fair.
We love the fair.
Chonga.
It's fair.
How's your state fair, people?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
That's the poll. How's your state fair?
County fair.
What's your state? Oh, how's your county? No, I think there's some that are state fairs, bro.
I don't think California has one, though.
Not California.
We're too big, bro.
Like, I think some of them is like Iowa State Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear about it. I want to go to one of those big ones. That'd be fucking cool.
I think.
Let us know if it's worth it.
The big ones, bro.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to like a Montana, like a Midwest?
Not Montana.
Serious?
What's up?
I got Montana in the mind. That damn Yellowstone.
I like Montana. Seems nice.
They probably have a nice fair.
Like nice people. We love the middle of the country, dude. We fly over it all the time.
There it is. There it is.
So this last story, I didn't even know.
Oh, what last story?
You had one more.
Oh, really? I just said the Dungeons and Dragons movie is like apparently a real good one. It's like 93% fresh. My buddy Josh at work watched it, loved it, and it's good.
Yeah, cool. That's super cool.
It looks.
I mean,
it
not
looks
much
like
to
it would be
say.
really fun.
Got a good cast.
I also think Mario comes out this coming up Wednesday.
Wow, like in like 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit. Wednesday release.
They're dropping early.
Okay.
Getting that extended weekend.
That's good.
Bump.
Let all the kids go see it, and then we can maybe see it on the weekend.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Get those suckers out of there.
Get all the stupid kids out of there, so the real fans can go and see it. Kick all the kids.
I don't want to be next to some kid who just shit his pants or anything.
No, I kick them. I'm a kid
diarrhea
kicker.
shorts next to me.
Steak ass.
Chamoy fingers and diarrhea shorts.
No thanks. Chamoy fingers on my fucking anything.
Crying because he doesn't understand why. I don't know.
Doesn't get it.
Toad has a mushroom for a head.
You've seen him before. My voice is so fucking bad, dude. I can't even do this thing.
You sounded like a drunk white girl right there, bro. Like the day after. Oh my god, I had a crazy night.
That's fucking funny. So what's this poll gonna be, man?
So I was thinking the poll.
Wait, do you want to reveal the poll after we do that movie's trash or before?
Did you get it ready?
Yeah, did you really pull one? Oh well, load the clip.
I don't have it. I didn't know we were changing the movies.
The clip.
I'll just put
right
this
now.
this movie. It's this movie. Here you go.
That game is trash.
To start you off, Zach. You pulled 3. What? Okay.
We gotta try to make this quick. I got more podcasting, bro. I'm podcasting.
Oh, we have to go fast.
Oh no!
All night podcast.
These do end up being like roughly a 20-minute segment. Just letting you know.
You got 20 minutes, Jess?
I guess.
We were not prepared. We
I
just
told
we,
you
we,
guys.
we
Whip him
just
out.
did
Let's
it.
get it started.
How about
Alright.
let's
We're
bang
gonna
one out.
Dustin and I
Save
are gonna
two.
fucking kill this anyway.
Y'all want to film it tomorrow?
Well, this is my first time being on the receiving end, so I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
but
Y'all
you
wanna-
and I
y'all-
know movies.
Y'all want to film
dude.
just this segment tomorrow?
No, let's do one. Let's get our feet,
Let's
our
do
toes
one.
wet,
Yeah,
dude.
save
One.
two. Yeah, let's do one. Save two.
Then I'll
Hey,
have to pull one more for next
Hey,
week.
in Tradish, we started that game as trash with one game.
True. Well, you have to think of me. That'll be a good thing. So, a good way to start.
Tremors.
I
It's
pulled all
Tremors.
my movies.
It's Jurassic
I
Park.
pulled all my movies from
Part 3.
IMDb.
It's Event Horizon.
top 100 movies of all time. Okay.
So that's where-
well,
that's
I know,
where
I
you'll
know
be-
this list very well.
I
All right.
guess
Might be a little too easy for me. Go ahead.
you read that every day on that top 100.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Here we
too.
go.
Every night when I'm searching for movies.
All right, so wait, we're saying so trash is buzzing, but yeah, trash. Okay.
So commenters get to start with like a headline, and then they go into their comment, right? So Landine Jacob 2. He said, terrible.
Okay.
This movie is hot. TRASH trash.
Oh crap! He
I finished
put
watching it with a
periods.
friend. Dude, in between, all capitals, spaces between, period, trash.
Oh my god!
I finished watching it with a friend because he had it, and I watched the last 15 minutes of it. It was probably the worst graphics, the worst logic, and the worst
Graphics?
painful to watch. I don't know if I can ever recover. Even Sesame Street is better.
Is it animated? Are we talking puppets here? I don't think I'm.
Here we go.
I don't think
Review
I'm buzzing
number
it.
2.
Wait, Zach, real quick, read the first part of that last one again, though. I missed it. It was a name.
This movie is hot. TRASH trash.
Oh, okay. You said the user's name. My bad. I thought you were saying.
Landine _Jacob 2.
Okay, I was thinking that was part of it. No, okay, never mind. Go to the second one.
Now we got Jack Jeebs 0527626. Compared to the first, this sequel is just a glorified sci-fi channel movie. Gone is all the mystery
Trash.
that.
That was really even.
I mean, I felt like when I was listening to you say trash after I said
I
it. Maybe
extended.
not.
I
Let's see.
extended the word out a little longer though.
Dustin stuttered is why. He said, I'm going Jesse.
Fuck.
Avatar 2: Way of Water.
Not
No.
Avatar 2.
No, I want my freebie right now.
Let's hear it.
Matrix 2.
Not The Matrix 2.
Fuck. Oh,
Alright,
wait, Jesse,
go.
you're already out of your penalty. I should have.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck! I should have listened. My own rules I made up.
Compared to the first
I had
one,
23
the
seconds.
second is just a glorified sci-fi movie channel. Or channel movie. Gone is all the mystery that made the first movie one of the greatest science fiction and
Trash.
horror movies of all time. Dustin.
God, I really hope it's not this. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Aliens.
Aliens.
God damn it!
Ugh. My second guess was gonna be Terminator 2.
That's what I was thinking too.
Aliens, dude.
I had to pick what A or B.
But then he said horror, but he said it after you said trash. But whatever.
Well, you guys both trashed in before I finished that review last time.
Shoot
That's why I
out.
read it over.
Is it good? Is it good? Is it complete fucking wrong? They all are.
I know. You want to hear a couple of the other ones for Aliens?
That's kind of what we got to do. We got to read a couple.
From Arsh Sandhux.
Sci-fi movie though, really? The sci-fi movies are so bad. Ugh.
Characters are shown dumb as hell. People in the movie need some common sense.
I mean, they brought Marines into space. Yeah, they're gonna be grunts, bro.
Hoorah!
This guy is trying to be really clever with his review. RZMF27. This was in May 2022, by the way, so pretty recent. There's a lot of talk among the characters near the beginning about being badass. Of course, what they really should have been saying was bad script, bad directing, bad acting, bad characterization, bad development, and bad taste. The comic book characters are the usual implausible round up of immature morons exhibiting plenty of bad manners, bad English, and bad decision making. Yes, it's that sort of sorry excuse for a plot. Cameron is the Ed Wood of the 80s, minus the cheesy charm. And Aliens is all the proof you need. I rest my case, Your Honor. You fucking tool! What a tool thing to say. Fucking unplug your cord, you power tool.
Oh
I
my
can't even believe
God.
this. But yeah, there we go. Aliens for you guys.
That was a good one. Thanks for doing it.
Wow.
The poll dust? What's the poll, dude?
Good shit,
I'm
Zach.
dying to know.
Zach somehow was. All right. This week's poll for next week's answer during our show is: are you bummed about E3 being canceled, and should it come back in 2024?
Well, you know our opinion.
I'll answer on the poll, dude.
Answer or is going to be yes, no, and I don't give a shit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or what do we want our answer, our choices to be here?
Yes.
Just
no.
yes?
What's E3?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
All right, that's our poll. We'll answer that next week. Thank you for watching. This has been the Good Brothers. Like, subscribe, be nice to each other, as Zach always says. Positivity and love and all that stuff, dude. Baseball.
Check out my Resident Evil 4 unboxing video. You guys will like it.
It's good.
And
Exclusive.
check the Padres out. They're killing it.
They're dying, I think, actually. Opposite. I have to see. The game's still going.
Thank you for listening.
All
Thank you
right.
for watching. We'll see you next
See
week.
you next week.
See you next week.